Hey y'all, it's Ali from Little Hill Homestead. If you guys want to learn how to make 3 ingredient, 4 if you want the tinted version, lip balms or lip glosses or whatever you want to call them, they are natural ingredients. They're super nourishing, super good for your lips. And with winter coming up and dry, chapped lips and stuff, this is going to be so good. If you want to make a tinted version, like y'all, the colors are endless, but this stuff is just easy to squeeze up. Ooh! Hey y'all, it's Ali from Little Hill Homestead. When I released a video a while ago saying we're going to be doing a beauty care series, you guys voted so many times for me to make lip balm or chapstick or something along the lip product line. And so today I am going to show you guys how we make our tried and true lip balm. Now I will say that I based this, I've had this tube. This is like my favorite stuff in the world. Unfortunately, it's not good for you. But what I love about it is it's really thick. It conditions your lips. If they're really, really chapped, which we get really bad here in the winter, this totally takes care of it. So a long time ago, I stopped using this. And in its place, this is how I break down my recipes, you guys, by the way. Look at the back. Pretty much everything has the ingredients on it. And you can go Google any of those ingredients. And like, glasses on the head. The reason that I have my glasses today is that half of the stuff on here, one, I don't want petroleum on my lips. I want something that's going to condition it and do better things for me. Let's see, what else does it have? It has shea butter. I love shea butter. You know that. So we're going to throw some shea butter in there. But I broke this down and I was like, you guys, I don't want to put lanolin oil and a bunch of preservatives and weird crud on my lips that I can't pronounce. So here we go. Yes, I'm that old that I need glasses to read tiny font. Who doesn't? Like even at 12, I probably needed glasses. So you guys will be happy to know that on this recipe, I do use a double broiler. You guys always comment when I just use my pot and don't use my double broiler. I do use a double broiler when necessary. I don't feel like you always need to. So we're going to start this with 2 tablespoons of shea butter. I use a raw shea butter. You guys can get shea butter all kinds of places. You can get it off of Amazon. You can get it from Sprouts or places like that. You can even find this stuff at Walmart, you guys. Quality, of course, is going to be different based on where you get it. But if you're in a pinch, Walmart has it on their ethnic hair care aisle. Look for raw shea butter. I love shea butter. It's great for people with eczema. I've sworn by it for years. So we're going to pop that down into our double broiler. Maybe. The next thing you need is an oil. What oil do you guys like? That is where you kind of have to go. So some of the options I've used before are olive oil. You can use tallow if you are a tallow fan. You can use jojoba, sweet almond, coconut, you name it. Today I'm using avocado because it's something that this and olive oil are 2 oils that we always have in our house. I enjoy them. They have great benefits. The properties in them are clean. So that is what I will be using. So 2 tablespoons of that going into our double broiler. You want to do a combo? Do a combo. I'm going to make this with tallow. Actually, I have some over here. I should just pop a little in here, huh? Let me see. Let me get my tallow. It's right here. I'm going to just add a little spoonful of tallow because I want to. Because why not, right? I love, by the way, this is my newfound love. I have eczema really bad. And since I have made tallow and started using it on my body care products, it is ability. I mean, you can still see it, but it's not blistered up and peeling like it had been. So I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit. It goes on your lips. You don't want beef flavor on your lips all day. We make 2 versions of the tallow, by the way. We have a wet version that we make in our crock pot and a dry version. I'll be posting both recipe videos on how to render down your tallow. This one, I don't have any of my wet one right now. This is a dry tallow, and it does have a little bit of beefiness to it. Beefiness? That's what she said. Okay, so that was just a little bit of tallow just to add the properties that you get from it. So this is melting down. Now, how do you get it to not just be this consistency? You don't want to just put oil on your lips, right? beeswax, which I forgot the name of it. You guys keep asking me what you can use in place of beeswax for people that are allergic to bees or vegan. What is it called? It starts with a C. If you Google replacements for beeswax, it comes right up, and it's awesome. It does the exact same stuff as beeswax does without the bee part. So we just need a tablespoon of the beeswax going in here, guys. This is a tablespoon, right? Yeah. 1 tablespoon going in. And we're just going to stir it until that fully incorporates into it. Now, you guys know that they have like all these flavored lip balms, right? And there's like sweet ones and this and that. This is not that. I do add a couple drops of vanilla because it covers tallow. Like if you're covering up a beefy flavor, I'm just going to do 2 drops of vanilla. You can use, I was going to say you can use vanilla extract. It does work. I'm just using vanilla essential oil. That went right on my spoon, not in there. I'm just using a couple of them. All it does is trick your brain into smelling vanilla instead of the tallow. Can you guys even see in my bowl? Sort of, maybe? Yeah, whatever. It's going. It's just melting down. My beeswax is melting in. As soon as it is fully melted, which is about right now, I'm going to turn you guys around to my counter, and I'm going to show you what do you do with this said lip balm chapstick stuff. So let me turn you around to my island where you're used to seeing me, right? By the way, I know I've worn this in a million videos. I love it because 1, it has pockets. Yeah, who doesn't love a dress with pockets? It's like a must-have. And it was like $15 at Walmart. They had it in like an orange. They had it in a flowery. I just thought, for me, transitioning from fall, it's still warm here. It's in the 70s, and I love wearing dresses around the house. I just think they're cozy, and I can... Anyways, $15, y'all. Go to Walmart. Check it out. They have great stuff. By the way, they don't promote me in any way. That's the closest thing to our house. All right. That is done, you guys. I'm going to spin you around. Okay, guys, I have turned you around. Of course, you know, we're back on our island, which is a little more what you're used to. I took my bowl out of my double broiler, and I just have it sitting on a hot pad. I prefer a squishier lip balm. I'm not a fan of chapstick. I feel like you have to drag it across your lips, kind of forceful sometimes. So I'm just not a huge fan of it. I tend to prefer squeeze tubes. So I get these off of Amazon. Isn't everything from Amazon? They have like a little piece that fits in there, and then they have a little cap. Boom. So to fill them, what's the easiest way to, oh, this will do that. I use a little funnel. This is from another product, but I use it for this. Let me grab a spoon. I forgot to get my little spoon. Let's see. What do I want to use? How about this? So, let me get the little beeswax out of here that's in here. So right now, this is just the straight up mix that we have made. This one I like to use for like my husband or my kids because it's just straight moisturizing. There's nothing else to it. It's got that little bit of vanilla like we talked about, but it's not overwhelming and they don't mind it. So I just spoon it into here. It's going to harden up, not harden. It's going to, multitasking. It's going to harden up a little bit, but it's not a straight chapstick feel. Okay. So I just use that doodle daddle to fill it up. Boom. I just take one of these little tops and very carefully, without spilling hot oil on yourself, push it down in there. And then it just has a little lid that squeezes down on it. I just set these somewhere. I'm setting it over here where you can't see it. Upright. Can I do it here? Yeah. There for it to cool. So it's just kind of chilling. You don't want it to ooze out, basically, is what I'm saying. I'm going to do one more in the regular old, not flavored, not colored thing. If you want to do like a spearmint or cinnamon, just use a couple drops of essential oil. You're set. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 regular ones. I think that these little tubes, I'd be interested to see. Yes, if you added, if you added a little more beeswax, you would be able to put these in a twist up tube. Save your tubes, you guys, because like chapstick tubes especially, you can refill and use again. These ones I can reuse because the top pops off. the one that I like so much from the other company, I can't take the top off. So that one basically just sits there. I haven't used it in a couple of years. It's honestly, it's probably like a 12-year-old tube of chapstick, but I just can't seem to throw it away because I know that it works really well. If I ever got in a pinch, I would, use it. So this is where, if you want to have a little bit of fun and make this a colored version, more like a, what would you call it? It's still a lip gloss. I guess that would be the difference. More like a chapstick versus a lip gloss. I don't know. Lip balm, lip gloss. You guys tell me. My brain don't work. My brain don't work, y'all. What is moving behind me? My plant. We're having a hurricane. Well, the remnants of the hurricane that went over Louisiana and stuff is hitting our area today. And so it's causing our weather to be a little bit funky. So it's gloomy outside, but it's warm. And so it's windy and it's supposed to rain pretty good. It did yesterday too. Anyway, move on, lady. You can use mica. Mica is a powder that is used in like most beauty products. You can get them in like iridescent kind of colors. So it's still clear, but just has a little bit of a sheen to it. I grabbed a reddish burgundy color because I'm ready for fall in my head. They also have like pinks. I mean, literally there's every color you can think of. They're about $3 for a little pouch of it. And this is going to last me for the rest of my freaking life, you guys. So I'm going to put just a tiny bit. A little goes a long way with this. Really, if you want it oversaturated and just like the brightest red lips, by all means, go for it. I like something that's subtle, like my natural lip color, but just a little bit better, if you know what I mean. That like perfect color that everybody wants. So I'm just going to do a small sprinkle of this. Start small, and you can add a little bit more if you want. That really was like 1/8 of a teaspoon, you guys. So let's see where we are. They're kind of a pearlized looking kind of color. Can you see it? Not really. Yeah, there you go. It's kind of a pearlized color once you add it. So that is the color that I'm going to go with. If you want to test it to make sure that you like it, remember your oil is hot, but it hits room temperature and it gets cold very, very quickly. So if you want to take just a tiny bit of this, I'm going to set it on my cutting board. I'm going to let it solidify for just a second. And then I'm going to take it. See, it's already getting hard. I'm going to take it and hit eyelet and say, I'm using it as a mirror. Yeah, I want a little more color than that. It feels so good though. Okay, I'm going to add a little more color. What I like about this, can't taste the beeswax. It doesn't have any like funky residual. Like it's not going to, okay, this is weird. A lot of chapsticks that I use, when I use them, they make my throat feel like they're going to close up. And it's all the time. So this one does not do that. I'm going to sprinkle. When I'm sprinkling, you guys can see, I'm like tiny bits at a time to get the color you want. So did you know you can use this straight up as eyeshadow too? And it's like a lot of companies add this into your other ingredients to make the colors in the products you're using. Interesting, right? I'm going to call it at that because it's starting to harden up. And I don't want it to get so hard that I can't get it into my tubes. But that's the final, can you see it? Beautiful color that we're using. Let's see. Here we go, y'all. Let's see if I can pour it since it's already starting to solidify a little bit. Please don't make a mess. Please don't make a mess. It's starting to get too hard, y'all. I'm going to have to throw it back on my double broiler. All right, let me put it back on my double broiler for just a second. Good job. Good job, right? Hold on. Okay, while that is doing its thing, I will show you, now that we've added a little more, can you see the color? It looks really peachy, you guys, but I'm going to have so much of this on my lips, it's going to be funny. See that? Like you just ate a popsicle. Let's look in the right place, right? What do you guys think? What I like is you could do all the different colors. So get crazy. You want blue? Do a little blue sheen. I don't care. You do you, right? That's what they say. Whoop! My other ones are falling over, you guys. I really need to make a little stand or something. So that is our mica or mica. It depends on how you say it. But like we didn't even make a dent in that bag, you guys. But this is totally stuck in here now. That's just great. All right, we're thinning back out over here, you guys. what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to bring my whole pot over instead to keep it warm. My lips feel great. I feel like I look pretty, y'all. Looking pretty. All right. Now this is clogged, though, with chapstick. All right. Nope, not blowing it out. Blow it out, your old wild. Oh, I have another one. Look at that. I have another one. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. All right. But as you can see, it's thickening up really quickly. We'll go back to our spoon method. That worked best. There we go. So each tube is about 2 tablespoons of our mix. Each one's about 2 tablespoons. And this is what I did. I like to have a couple of different options when I'm making a batch of this. Put my lid on, y'all. Okay. Boop. I like to make a couple different batches. Oh my gosh, did she really just lay that down and clog the thing again? She's smart, y'all. She is real smart. Let's see if we can remelt it. Put some hot in there and see if it goes. No. Genius level. I think I would have learned. It worked great the first time. This is real life, isn't it? This is real life. Do you think I can pour it straight up? Let's see. Am I that good? Probably not. I'm making a mess. Those usually work. I don't know. It just got cooled down too quickly today. Maybe it's the weather. Maybe it's I don't know. There we go. Y'all. It's not going to quite fill 5. It would have if I didn't have it melted everywhere. This will be a little travel one, or the bottom where you're like, dude. Let's see if I scrape the sides a little bit. We'll be able to fill this a little more. All right. But either way, you can use different colorants. I know some people use like beetroot and stuff like that in their products when it's a more natural version. I don't mind the mica in mine, but it's a personal preference, you guys. So you do use what I always say, right? Trying to see if I can get any more. I've usually can get 5 tubes. So the messes I have made today, y'all. The messes I have made have caused issues. I look like a disaster right now. I swear. Y'all, I know what I'm doing most days. Oh, there's a bunch stuck in here. Like, seriously, I could like give enough chapstick to the world here. Let's see if this is going to be pourable now. There we go. So needless to say, it cools quickly and it thickens up really quickly. And I would have gotten a whole one if I didn't have it on here. In here, I might go dig it out after with like a toothpick. In here, it's everywhere. But that's okay, you guys. So there's our final color. Can you see it? It's like a beautiful like burgundy texture. Let me see. Is this? Yeah, this is pretty much cool at this point. I'm going to put some on my hand for you. It's like thick from the beeswax, but it's not like where you can't put it on easily, if that makes sense. So it's just a light. It's great if you have really chapped lips, if that makes any. I have this everywhere, you guys. What a day. What a day. So I'm going to go scrape out the rest of it and try to get it in this tube now that it's getting whatever. But these are our regular old tubes. They're already starting to solidify. If you want to throw a cute label on it, go for it. If you want to put it in a chapstick tube, like a regular, why do we call it chapstick? You know what I mean? That tube. You totally can. And you would just add 2 to 3 tablespoons of beeswax. Kind of like do what I did and set a little to the side and feel the consistency. It dries so quickly you can kind of get a feel for it. Like this one's staying slick, but that's what I personally like. If you want something a little bit thicker, it's good. It's good. It feels good on the lips. But if you want something a little bit thicker, just add a little more beeswax. Again, candela wax. Look it up if you are a non-beeswax person, and it works the same way as the beeswax in our recipes. So that, y'all, is our super conditioning lip balm recipe that you can tint. I will put links below for, what do you want links for? Let's see. The little tubes, there's a million options on Amazon for the little tubes. You can also do it in the little tiny, what are they, like a half-ounce little pot? They're like the little ones you would take the lid off of. You can put it in that if you want. I don't want to have to get it on my hands every single time I want to use it. I like to be able to just squeeze it up. That's what I like. I'm a squeeze tube girl. Anyways, that is it for our video today. And this is going to be great with the winter coming. Winter is coming. Actually, winter done gone for that show. But go make some chapstick. Go make some lip balm. Let me know what you think of it. If you make different variations, try the different oils. See what you like best. Like, I know we've done it with jojoba. I like the avocado oil because it really doesn't have a flavor. I like EVOO. It will have a little bit of an EVOO-ness to it. You can even add a tiny little bit of honey to this if you want to use that as a sweetener. Like if you have little kids and you want them to leave it on their lips, that's probably a bad thing actually, because then they're just going to lick it like we all did when we were kids. But go make yourself some different colors. It's like, just tell me what you guys do. I'm excited to see. But this is my fall balm. I do keep one in my purse, and I've never had an issue with it melting because it's in this cute little tube. Okay, that's all. Y'all, move on. I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you have, is my sound? I have a sound still. I figured out, by the way, after my debacle with the face oil, how to measure if my mic is still working. So apparently there is a way. I just hadn't actually paid attention. Anyways, off to make dinner. I hope you guys have a great day.